One, two, three, go. All right. Hi, this is Tinabale's Captain's Log, if you will. Updates. I did have to add Hidden Figures to my currently reading list. What else? I could have signed into Fable, but I I didn't remember exactly how I signed in, so yes, all that is signed in and everything is ready to go. Signed into my Goodreads. So I got all my current reads and reading stats at hand. Yay! I did start reading Hidden Figures yesterday, and I've continued to read it today. So far, it's like a book. It's not like the movie so far as like a book in a movie in a book. It's not like that so far. It's just reading a book so far. So that's all good. That's all right. It's all good. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure because the book that I have has the cover of like the movie. That's why I wasn't sure if it was like a book or it was like the movie in book format. So right now it's a book. You hear me? All right. Um I did watch Jay's EOM reacts to Paranormal 2. That one to me was a bit scarier than part 1. Um with the dark scenes, like the black screens. I didn't know if something was gonna come up to the screen or not. um, and the loud thumpity thumps. Like this movie seemed like it had more loud sounds than the first one, as far as I can remember. Like in the first one, like when the cabinets came open, I don't think it was a loud sound. I think it was just the cabinets being shown open. I don't recall some. I don't know. Maybe he did run downstairs because he heard a noise when the cabinet opened. But yeah, as far as I can remember, it seemed like the first one was more quieter, like more silence, versus this one being loud. And then when the pool light went out, The first time I thought about it's a movie that came out recently called I think it's called Swim. That came to mind, like, oh well, there there's that movie, like maybe that's where Swim got its reference from. It's aha light bulb moment of birth. Um, and then the second time it happened, I was like, them lights might be on a timer. Title of this live is two. It's part two of the previous live stream. It's We're Going Camping. What books are you bringing with you? I'm bringing every book that I've downloaded. Those are the books I'm bringing. I mean, it's just automatic. It's just like if there's no Wi-Fi signal and it's already downloaded and ready to go. I mean, it's just a given. They come in. They already here. Like no hesitation, no concentration. The books are here. So that would be Circe's Mountain, Hidden Figures, and I don't know if Hidden Figures would play if I didn't have Wi-Fi. I don't know about that. I think it would during the days that I have it borrowed. And then on Hoopla, I see I have Hidden Figures on Libby. On Hoopla, I have My Funny Demon Valentine, but I don't know if I have it downloaded to my device. Like there is like a link that says it would say download this book to your device, and then when it's downloaded to your device, it'll say something like remove this from your device, something like that. Um, so yeah, if it's on an app, it and it's not downloaded, it might not play. I don't know how that goes at the moment because I am on Wi-Fi when I read my books. But we're going camping. That's why I'm overthinking it, like what books would actually play if I was to bring my devices. What books would are actually downloaded? So Circe's Mountain is actually downloaded. I know that'll play without Wi-Fi. Um, Christmas in a Cowboy's Arms, that's downloaded. Lost and Lasso, that's downloaded. Dark Matter, that's downloaded. And maybe some other books I have are downloaded that I hadn't started reading. All of my Kindle books should be downloaded. I did take the time to download those, so they should be ready to go. Let me look, shall I? Let me see. Okay, so Kindle. Think and Grow Rich. That's a good one. I got my Michael Baisden books. I got my, let's see, The Science of Attracting Love book. All of these should be already downloaded. All the books that I got from the book giveaway. Let's see, my library. Okay. Right now, all of the books that I'm reading are mostly digital. I do have one book that I did download, but I also have a physical copy of it. So that could come if I was to say no devices, then I would have a physical book that I could take. If you are not doing the whole devices things, or if you're doing a physical book, we got the Bookshop where you can get the different formats, the ebooks, the paperback, the hardcover. Like, which one do you want? If you're like me, you're reading all the formats. I gave that a try to see what was different amongst them all. There are bits of differences amongst the format, not too much. The bookshop does have variety and does supply other items as well amongst the different categories available in the bookshop. See, I should have a downloaded section. Yeah, downloaded. I have a downloaded section, so now that I've downloaded all of the books, I have a downloaded section. It was only a few books till I got the notice that I needed to download my books. So they all should be ready to go. Will I read them all? It depends on how long we're going to be camping. If it's only a few days camping, not all of them going to get read. No, they're not. Especially when the weather permits to be outside amongst the sunshine and the grass. We outside. When we outside, unless I bring the book with me now, I do that as well. I read outside, up under the sun, amongst the grass. I've done that. A wee bit. So if it's a camping that we're just enjoying the outdoors, then yeah, some reading can get done. If it's some camping to where we have some activities, uh, reading may not get done so much till later on when all the activities have subsided. But if we just laying out amongst nature, then yeah, we could read, get some reading time in. Even under the sun. I'm on chapter 3 of Hidden Figures. I don't know how many chapters it is altogether. I'm looking up Jessica Cage's book, Jessica Cage. I'm looking up her books like every day, and today, every day, at least once a day. Okay. At least twice a day. Um, and today I looked up her book and looked up her books. Look, typed her name in the search. Okay, and the page only loaded so many books and left off a few that I'm used to seeing by now when I look her name up and her books come up. And my jaw dropped to the floor. I was like, what, say what you say? Like, I thought some more of her titles weren't available. So I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to start reading her books today if I want to read them. But yeah, like seconds after that thought, the book showed up, and I was like, okay, that was a scare. Phew. So yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Am I if I wait till June to start reading her books, uh, I don't know. I'm kind of itching to start reading her books. Like, please, like, I can't tell you how to run your business, but and it's not just Jessica Cage's website. I was looking at another platform. I was looking at my local library book catalog through an app called Hoopla. And oh my goodness, because I had read one of her books last in January and read it twice and was gonna read it a third time. And by now, I, I, I think I see where my candy store is. I think her books are going to be my new candy shop. You know, where I go and purchase them all because that was a bit astonishing for me to think that some titles weren't available to my reading selection. I was just like, what are you doing to me? Like, I'm gonna need them books in my life. Like, okay, so also I kind of been comparing book characters. Like, um Ma- Matisse. Matisse was in the league a little bit, not much. Like, he was the first character that I read about. So that's why he was on stage. And so as I'm reading other books, he has some contenders. And um yeah, I'm kind of like comparing book characters to see um who holds up to their word, who shows self-restraint. And yeah, I thought I could give that award to Matisse. I mean, but no, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't show. He talked a good game, but he didn't show restraint. He didn't show self restraint. So I can't give that award to him. I'm gonna have to. I'm thinking of a different award to give to him because it's not the self restraint award. Yeah, his game was tight, but not even game. Not even his attitude. I thought he would have stood on business with his attitude, but he didn't even do that. He didn't even do that. So I can't even give him that. And then so that character is in the book I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend by Jessica Cage. And the next book I read with a relationship um um simulation of sorts goings on is Love Under Contract, which I was feeling up to a certain point. Up to a certain point. Drew, I thought Drew, okay, so Drew in the beginning, he was displaying self restraint, which I did enjoy seeing. And then the um the woman character, she did a few things. I was like, no, girl, no. But she felt like she had to go ahead and do those things. So I'm like, okay, girl, okay. I get it, but no, but okay. So then, um, I would have liked for Drew to have kept his self restraint but he didn't. So, wah, wah, wah. I can't give Drew the award either. Um, yeah, he I didn't know. Like after, oh man, this book, it was so like kind of, it was like cute. It was giddy, but then after a certain point, specifically, I just was like, I just was like, oh no, you lost me. You lost me. It's kind of like, what you may win some, but you really lost one. I was that one. I wasn't into it anymore. I was just like, almost like I knew it, but okay. So Zayn. Okay, so that book, Love Under Contract. That's the title of the book. I don't. Oh wait, hold on. I can look up who wrote that one with my handy dandy cell phone. Okay, Love Under Contract. I get to look up. Let's see. Look up my list. Let's see. My books. How do I look them up? Do my books just show currently reading, or do my books show all currently reading books? Okay, here we go. Read books. Let's go to my read books. What did I say? I said Love Under Contract. Um, did I pass it up? Let me see. What? Oh, I started it a few months back. That's why it's not showing up in the recent pages, because I started it sometime last year. So I'm having to go back some pages. I think it's on the next page. Um Lord, when did I start that book? It hold on. Okay, there it is. I started that book long ago. Love Under Contract by Martin Brothers. Book one. Oh, by Nina High. Ninahigh. Nina High. Love Under Contract. Martin Brothers. Oh, book one. Oh, so the brothers got their own books? Hmm. Me not know. Okay, so this book, I thought the book was more about the female character. But okay, okay. So it's about the brothers. All right, all right. So this book was about the, I think Drew is the older brother. I don't know, because there are twins in this book. I think they're younger than him. If we're going by the brothers, I didn't know it was. Even though I read that in the title, it didn't come off too much like it was their book. But okay, I can see that. Okay, okay. I really did think it was the woman's book. But okay, okay, okay. Um, Okay. Let's see. Um, the love interest in Hunger Games, they show self restraint. They show some self restraint up in Hunger Games. The Master Magician, he showed self restraint. I think he, I think his game was long. I don't know if he had a game exactly, but I think he did. Like he had a plan. He had a life plan for this girl. Like he she was up for like a scholarship or something, and then like she was a waitress and she accidentally spilled some wine on somebody, on actually like the head person that was giving the scholarships. And then like, so because of that, she didn't get the scholarship. So the teacher, the paper magician, he was at the table. He saw all of this, so he knew her before she knew him. And I think he found out. He saw how everything went down and saw how she was treated. So he put up the money for her scholarship for her to go to the school anyway. And like then he became her teacher. And then so now she's his apprentice. And then yeah, he had restraint. I don't know, like I kind of was like, yeah, you need to get up out that house and go somewhere else, get some distance between y'all, to see where it goes, because yeah, y'all. But yeah, he did have some restraint. He had restraint. But yeah, he his plan was long, and he said he, I don't know, it's like he didn't, mm, he wasn't like, I don't know if he was like intentionally making plans for her to be in his life, but it did. The plan was falling into place. Like his plan was pretty long. Like he said, he was just he felt like he was responsible somehow, some way, or like he because he saw that she didn't get the scholarship, he put up the money and that's it, that's all. I'm like, well, if that's it, that's all, how come you wound up being her teacher, sir? Like, but he did say that's it, that's all. Like, if that's it, that's all, then, and y'all don't usually do like man to women students consultations, sir. How'd you get to be her teacher, sir? Like, then okay, if that's it, that's all. Let her go to the woman teacher as you guys have been doing all these other years. Or how the elders say some of the milk ain't clean, you know. So, but yeah, he had some self restraint. It also seemed like he had a lifelong plan though. But yeah, he had some self restraint. Uh, um, let's see. I just mentioned those two because those are on my list. I could go by my list now that I have. I see my list of books that I've read. Off the top of the dome, I would have went on to let's see if I can even go off the top of the dome now that I got my list to refer to now. You know, we got notes now. Oh, I was going to Zayden. Okay. No, do not go to Zayden. Zayden, he seemed like he had self restraint. However, I don't know. Eh, she she cornered him. She cornered him. He had self restraint, but she cornered him. She was like, but then again, then she was like, that kind of, I don't know if you in simpler terms, that was a bit messy, in simpler terms, because Zayden did have self restraint, and then he was cornered. And then he didn't. Like, okay, I don't know. Like, I ain't trying to make no excuses for him. I'm just telling you what I read. So yeah, he ain't had no self restraint. He tried, but he he lost out on the self restraint with me. He did. He did. I'm not giving him no excuses. I'm not. I'm not. So can't even give the award to Zayden. I would say Liam. I mean, I'm thinking I'm leaning to Liam, just because like Liam, when he was there, he ain't too much. He ain't trying nothing. He was the like a her bodyguard, and I'm thinking I could give the award to Liam because he was there guarding her body, and there was no funny business. So I'm thinking of giving the award to Liam. Uh, through all the um books I've just read, the self restraint award, when when um Soren Gale came up out that room like a cat, so she say, like a cat looking at looking at Liam like she was looking. Liam was like, why are you looking at me like that? And she was like what? And he was like that, like something going on. And she was like, oh, mm, oh, it's nothing, nothing. I like how he was like, why are you looking at me like that? Like something going on. Like he didn't even touch that. He was just like, girl, your face, you're looking like you're looking. Ain't nothing going on with how you looking. Um, I'm paraphrasing with that part, but yeah, I thought that was hilarious. he was like, he was like, Sorengale, are you all right? And she was like, yeah, what are you at? He was like, because you're looking at me like you looking, like something going on. So I would give the self restraint award to Liam. I yeah, it wasn't a direct relationship, but it was a direct relationship. He was her bodyguard 24/7, and he had self restraint and all of that. So I kind of feel like the relationship was adjacent to a relationship, but it was a relationship. I'm saying, and self restraint was there. Like, why are you looking at me like that? Oh, no, so there. And and in this second book, if her daddy show up in this second book, ooh, I'm gonna be like, if her father shows up in this second book, now I don't know, like if it's clear that her daddy has passed away, like she thinks he's passed away, but do she know he passed away? Like, is he about to show up in this second book and be like, surprise, I'm alive? Like, what? And then have to tell her, hey, I had to fake, he say he had to fake his death to get away from her mama. Like, what? Like, is he about to do this in this second book? I don't know. Could explain why the mother didn't speak to her for a year, because maybe she did know the father did that. I'm coming up with my own story. I hadn't even read the book yet, but it's possible. She, because she was saying that her mother didn't speak to her for a year after her father passed. So maybe her mother ignored her because she didn't want to spill the beans accidentally. She knew her father was gone and went to the revolution, and she didn't want to be like, "Oop, yo," say something. So the best way is to like ignore, so she wouldn't have to deny and lie. So she just avoided her daughter. That's my hypothesis. Before I even read the book, I don't know. I haven't read book two yet, but I'm just trying to fill in the blanks as to what happened, how book one concluded. I'm just going by how book one concluded. Okay. So because book one concluded thusly, I'm like, okay, well, in book two, is a father finna come around the corner and be like, surprise, baby girl. Did you get my clues and my messages from the books that I left laying around the house? That like, and then, yeah. Because she did have to put a couple of clues together from some message. Oops. Yeah. She yeah, from some books she was reading. They were like fairy tale books. She said she thought they were fairy tale books that she was reading, but come to find out they were like not so fairy tale as she thought they were. So yeah. almost like a almost like a Pan's Labyrinth. Um, with story story tales, the fairy tales being more real than they seem to be just fairy tales, and then come to find out they might be realer than fairy tales. hmm. Pan's Labyrinth. Okay. Pan's Labyrinth is a book. I wasn't sure if it was a book or not. Inside the creation of modern Guillermo del Toro's Pan's Labyrinth. Okay, there's also a book about the movie created by one of my favorite producer directors, Guillermo del Toro. Um, so there's that book. It's an ebook, and then there's An ebook, a Pan Labyrinth, an audiobook. Oh my days. Oh, okay. There's an English and then there's a Spanish. Let me make sure it's an English. One. It's written by Gilmore. One of my favorite author producers. Okay. So that'll be on my TBR. Boom. I just added it. I didn't know it was written by him. The book, I knew he created the movie, and I did enjoy the movie. I have enjoyed the movie. There's the soundtrack. Oh my days. The Great God Pan. Okay, let's go back up here to Gilmore. Guillermo del Toro. Okay, so I just added Pan Slabber to my TBR, written by Gilmore del Toro. I like he. I like the work he's created. I like what I've seen of his work that he's created. I like Pacific Rim, which that needs to be on my TBR because I have Pacific Rim, the prequel, the novel. I think it's the prequel. I might be getting it mixed up with the book. I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed the movie. Okay. Kind of getting excited because I do like Guillermo del Toro. His work. I like his the Cheerio cabinets. Is that his work? I might be getting it. I might be getting them mixed up. I like the Pinocchio that he created. Um, I like that blue that he adds to the films that he's working on. That he added in Pacific Rim and in Pinocchio and in Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, Pacific Rim is a series. Let me go ahead and add that to my TBR if I can. Okay, Pacific Rim has a comic book. Has a comic. Is Pacific Rim Arena. And then there's another comic book, Pacific Rim Tales from the. Oh, okay. All of these are comics. Okay, hold on. All of those are comics. One, two, three, four, five. All of those are comics. Okay, so we have comics available. Here's an ebook. Um, Pacific Rim Uprising. I think that's the book that I have. The junior novel. I'm not sure. Uprising, maybe. Another comic. Okay, we got options. Okay, I think that's it for Pacific Rim. Oh, okay, here's the prequel. Oh, wait. The official movie prequel, Ascension. Uh, is that the one? I don't know. That might be the one I was looking for. Okay, so we got a move. Wait a minute. That's an audio book. That's the book that I have, I think. I think I have this prequel here. Ascension, the official movie prequel. Yeah, I have this book. I think. I keep saying I think because I'm not looking at the book right now. But that it does sound familiar because I did say that I had a prequel book. So yeah. Okay. Got that available. Let me go ahead and add this. Okay, I just added 2 books to my TBR. Pan's Labyrinth and this other book here. I don't know. Is having my books available to me while I'm doing my live stream beneficial? Probably yes. Cause I just one thought led to another, and now I have 2 more books on my TBR. Yes. And it all evolves around my book clubs that I do have, where the book clubs are on books you of course uh, uh books that are movies adaptations, or books that have been mentioned in other books. So I do have a few book clubs um available right now. One of the book clubs, the book is Black Matter. The other one is Fourth Wing, and those are the 2. I do have another book club, and that's the Science of Attracting Love, the Love Diva Guide. Let's see what that whole book title is. Let me see, because I can look it up now that my books are at my fingertips. Let's see. We're gonna have to go to. Okay, Black Matter by Black Church. No, Dark Matter by Black Church. Okay, Dark Matter. And then also currently read list, show all. Okay, here it is. The Single Diva's Guide to the Science of Attracting Love by Shay Levister is what I is a current book in my book club as well. I have a read along with that book as well as some book clubs. So that's 3 book clubs, each one dedicated to the specific titles. Yeah, but that's about all for any updates. Um, all the books mentioned here are available via the Bookshop, courtesy of the QR code upon the screen. Where we where our purchases go to helping local bookstores courtesy of our online purchase. Want to see how that's even possible? It's all up front in the bookshop. There's even a tally of funds and a guide showing how it's even possible that local bookshops are benefiting courtesy of online purchases. I thought that was so cool to be able to chat about the books that I'm reading and also make them available as well as helping local bookstores within it all of it, all of the things. Like, this is so cool to be able to share the titles. Like here you go. Should you choose to partake of the titles that you hear me chat about, even the titles you hear other people chat about can be purchased uh, courtesy of the bookshop. There is a search bar where you can look up book titles by their titles, um, authors, um, author's name, keywords, and you also can peruse around in the store to see what else is available. Like I have, there's craft kits available, coloring book, and so forth, and vis-a-vis. Um, yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my reading. And maybe I'll even attempt to finish Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves. I appreciate love your presence. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Leave the stack of book emojis in the comments and things. There's also information about the book clubs. in the description box the book clubs that I'm in and the hostesses of the book clubs, um, where I get my recommendations from. Oh, I get my recommendations from the book clubs listed in the description box. Um, Very grateful for those book clubs and book recommendations. Prior to my knowledge of said book recommendations, I was like, what to read next? What a books at? Like, what a books at? So now I know where the books are. Courtesy of the QR code above your screen there. And we all be having a good time in the book club. We be showing out and showing love to all of the wonderful authors and illustrators and book reviewers and enjoying all the things books. There is a new book coming out in about 3 days. I did share on my thread. So, yeah, I'm looking for that title, looking to enjoy that title as well. By Jessica Cage. TTFN